It's Thursday evening and welcome back to a slightly delayed episode of the weekly What's Up, where I share some of the most interesting things humans have learned and discovered in the last week. Archaeologists in Sweden are excavating what they have described as a very unusual Viking-era burial. It was common in 9th and 10th century Sweden for people to be buried with swords, but these swords were buried in these graves vertically, blade first, with the hilts possibly exposed as grave markers. Also, these graves were inserted into the top of an existing burial mound, which was already hundreds of years old at the time of these later burials. So who were these people? Why did they get such a strange burial? Maybe time will tell. This analysis of carbon-14 deposits in tree rings has provided a timeline of solar radiation storms dating back 10,000 years. It happens to have been published on the same day that NASA took this picture of a group of coronal storms which give the sun a cute little happy face. This was the first complete fossil of an ichthyosaur, which was a kind of long-extinct marine reptile known to science. Or it's a cast of it. The fossil was discovered in the 18-teens, but destroyed in 1941 in a Nazi air raid on London, which is why it's a little ironic, but at this point mostly just exciting for science, that a pristine cast of the original fossil just turned up in the Natural History Museum in Berlin. This is a bacterium called Deinococcus radiodurans, and as the name suggests, it is extremely resistant to radiation damage. These things have been found living inside nuclear reactors, and this study just demonstrated that D. radiodurans is so radiodurable that if it were dried out and frozen, it could survive 1.5 million years on the surface of Mars. Finally, thank you very much to my Patreon supporters, particularly the besties and friends named on the screen here.